Hi everyone, I'm Evan Hissey, a program manager on the Operations Management Suite team. I'm happy to announce that Custom Logs has entered public preview. The Custom Logs feature allows you to collect text-based log files from your Windows and Linux environment and push them into OMS as their own events. So I'm going to show you how I onboarded my Twitter log files to my OMS workspace today. To start, you need to go to Settings, click on Data at the top, and choose Custom Logs. Here you can see all the custom logs I've already onboarded to my workspace, and I can add more by clicking the Add button here at the top. By clicking the Add button, it opens up a custom log wizard that gives you 4 simple steps on how to onboard your own custom log. The first one is I'm going to select a sample log file. I'm going to click Browse. I'm going to go to Twitter here and choose my Twitter log file. Now I'm going to go to the next step. Here in this second step, I need to choose a delimiter to break down my custom log into the separate events. So, by default I have new line selected, which will break it down by every new line, or I can always select timestamp, where I can choose from a drop-down list of predefined timestamps to break down the log file as well. I can see that new line is breaking down the log file just fine, and I see no issues, so I'm going to proceed to the next step. In step 3, we're adding our log collection paths, where OMS will go and collect the log files from our Windows and Linux environment. So all I need to do is add a path here where my log file is located. So I'm going to add my Twitter log file and its location here. I'm going to use an asterisk to designate a wildcard for the file name and the file type. I hit the plus button to add it, and I will switch over to Linux here, and I'm going to add a Linux path. Awesome. Now that I have my 2 paths for both my Windows and Linux log files, I'm going to click Next. Last, I need to add a description and name for my log file. The name is whatever I'm going to search for it under type equals for my custom log. So in the example I'm giving here, I would search for type equals Twitter_CL to search for my Twitter custom log. Add a brief description here, and I'm done. You can see here that my Twitter custom log shows up. I can see different details for all my different custom logs by clicking them, and I can choose and edit the path names and edit the description for them. Over here in Search, you can see exactly what my Twitter custom log will look like once it's ingested. I have the time generated, which is ingestion time if you select new line, or the actual timestamp of the log if you selected one of the drop-down timestamp delimiters. And in here in raw data, you can see the different event data that's been pulled out based on that delimiter. So I can see each individual Twitter event, and I can search for it in OMS. You can always use custom fields by clicking the ... by raw data and extract fields from the Twitter_CL here in order to start extracting the data I want and making searchable custom fields. To give you an example of the potential between custom logs and custom fields, I've taken you over here to my Aruba security log file, which I've broken down into different custom fields from the raw data field. I can search over the different SSIDs in this log file, or the different error and warning levels I have across all of my events. I can push these into different measure counts across OMS's search language, or I can create my own dashboard with the data. As a quick note, the custom logs feature is in public preview, meaning that we're going to be adding new features to it constantly, and you might see all sorts of changes between the creation of this video and what's actually in production. In the comments of this video, you'll see the documentation link, and that will be updated as we move forward in the future. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please always remember to go to the feedback button here, and you can add more ideas on our forum to give us feedback directly about the feature. Thanks!